An introduction to the Force. Welcome Padawans. A big welcome to all students of the Force. Let us consider for a moment the wondrous living force which fills our universe. We can't see it or hear it. It is impossible to measure with scientific instruments. It is so difficult to describe. Mere words fail us. Yet we still believe in it, that it exists. And sometimes, when we are truly in tune with it, we can feel it. It is everywhere. Ponder the words of Obi-Wan, when Luke asks him about the Force for the very first time. Luke, the Force? Obi-Wan, well, the Force is what gives a Jedi his power. It's an energy field created by all living things. It surrounds us and penetrates us. It binds the galaxy together. Just a few brief sentences from Obi-Wan, and a whole new universe opens up for Luke. And for all of us. A universe filled with unlimited possibilities. From this point on, things will never be the same. As Obi-Wan himself remarked, we've just taken our first step into a larger world. So where do we start? How can we best understand the Force and all its mysteries? Perhaps the teachings of Yoda might be helpful. Yoda, size matters not. Look at me. Judge me by my size, do you? And well, you should not. For my ally is the Force. And a powerful ally it is. Life creates it, makes it grow. Its energy surrounds us and binds us. Luminous beings are we, not this crude matter. You must feel the Force around you, here, between you, me, the tree, the rock, everywhere, yes. Even between the land and the ship. So from the teachings of both Obi-Wan, as well as Master Yoda, it becomes clear that the Force is energy. An energy field, created by all living things. A field of living energy. Yet it is not any of the typical kinds of energy or forces we have been taught about in school. It is not quite electricity, although it can produce electric currents. It is not quite magnetism, but it can operate similarly. It is not quite the gravitational force, yet it can defy gravity. Nor is it quite thermonuclear energy, yet it is just as powerful. None of these other energies or forces can adequately be compared to the living force. We might say that in some ways all these things are aspects of the Force. The Force includes all of them. The Force can manifest through all of them. The Force is all these things, and yet much more. No instruments have been designed which can properly detect or measure the Force. It isn't something which can be produced artificially. Nor can it be packaged, bottled, or stored in batteries. In other words, it can't be bought or sold. And largely for those reasons, most people pay little regard to it. But we who have undertaken this path, as students of the Force, know its true potential. We don't need instruments to prove it exists. We can know this for ourselves anytime we wish. For as Obi-Wan himself said, a Jedi can feel the Force flowing through him. Always keep these simple yet sublime principles in mind as we study and grow in our understanding of the Force. Remember the words of Qui-Gon Jinn, when he told us to be ever mindful of the living Force.